what we have discussed so far was about micropower in the organizations. If you remember the initial talks on this, that there are two types of powers, micropower and macropower. Micropower under the power school deals with the power behavior, political behavior within the organizations. But as we discussed earlier, that there are two words with reference to an organization. The word inside the organization we had talked about under the micropower, and the word outside the organization. The word to which organization is part as an actor. And in that word, which is the outer world, which is the environment of the organization, there are many actors. There are many forces. And as an actor, organization as a person having a dream. And that dream is basically the mission of the organization, objective and interest of the organization. And the very existence of the organization is to pursue that objective and that goal in the real world. And while pursuing its goal, while following its goal, achieving its goal, the organization has to interact with many factors, actors, and forces in the environment. Organization interact with varying purposes. One of the purposes is to acquire resources for its purposes. And as resources in the outer world are also limited, scarce, and there are more than one actors for that resources. So the actors have to fight to gain the maximum resources. It means the situation what was inside the organization is almost same outside the organization. That there are scarce resources, there are many actors, there are many forces. And to acquire something, you have to prove that you are the best, you are the fittest. So the organization not only bears politics within itself, but it also plays politics as an actor in its outer world, in its environment. And that politics which an organization plays to respond to its environment is discussed under the macro power. And this is the second part of the power school. So with reference to strategy, I also would like to mention here that organization has to play politics, bear politics inside and play politics outside. Let's see that what is macro power and what comes under the macro power. We have talked about the micro power. Now these 4 points here actually discuss about the macro power. And these are as external control by organization. See that the organization tries to control what is outside it. Then stakeholder analysis. Third, strategic maneuvering. Interesting topic. And cooperative strategy making. Let's take them one by one. First is external control by organizations. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, organizations have got 3 options in response to their environment. Number 1, they control their environment. Number 2, they adapt to their environment. Number 3, they collaborate with their environment. Actually, these are the 3 strategic options available to the organization. Those organizations which are larger, they actually control and shape their environment. Those which are smaller has no option but to adapt to or change according to their environment. And those who are of medium size, they collaborate with the different actors in their environment and they try to then influence their environment. And these are 3 main areas to talk under this point. Simply deal with each demand as it arises. Keep an eye on the demands of different actors, government, technology, natural resources, and respond according to that. For example, if ecology has changed, natural environment has changed around you, you need to respond accordingly. If there is shortage of fuel in the environment, you need to use energy efficient modes of doing things. Strategically withhold and disclose information. Being an organization, do not disclose everything. You know many things, but only selectively reveal the information, because information is the key source. What you tell others about you, they act accordingly. So try to keep the information with you and do not disclose it as a whole. Play one group against the other. As an organization, when there are more than one influential groups in the organization, in the environment, this is your art, that how you use one group against the other group to have your strategy implemented or to have your purpose served. The second important thing is stakeholder analysis. Remember, it is very important to understand that there are many stakeholders in the organizations and outside the organization as well. Actually, stakeholder is an entity which has direct or indirect interest in an organization and its doings. So your job is to first analyze the stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders with reference to your organization? You do three things. Stakeholder behavior analysis. You analyze that how governments behave, how technology behaves, how competitors behave, how suppliers behave, how customers behave, how they behave in the organization, how media behaves. You see that how they behave in the environment. Then stakeholder behavior explanation, not only observe, also find out alternative explanations to the point why such stakeholder behaves in a particular way. If you are opposed by a stakeholder, be objective, but try to understand that what is the explanation and how this stakeholder can be turned into a positive friend in the environment. Third, coalition analysis. Analyze that who can be your partners and also that how they can be satisfied in pursuit of your strategy. Very important thing next is strategic maneuvering. What is maneuvering? Maneuvering is a smart action to have your purpose served in the environment. Organizations always remember strategically maneuver things. Mean they play in a smart way. They rather manipulate things in a way that they reduce negativities in the environment and enhance the favors and positivities for their strategies. Conclusively, we can say that understanding macro power is as important as understanding the micro power to fully understand that how strategy making is a political and power-oriented process. Thank you very much.